It's the year 1798, a couple years before the nation of Haiti is to be formed. You are a young soldier in the army and have found yourself in a troubling situation. You have been wounded fighting for the revolutionary army that has been working to gain independence from the French. You are alone, young, and know it's your time. As you blink and your vision fades, suddenly everything clears and brightens up, almost in an eerily glowing fashion. Out of the trees steps a tall, lanky figure, with a dark flowing tailcoat behind them. A soft glow lights up their face momentarily from a cigar hanging out of the figure's mouth. The figure chuckles and introduces himself in a nasally tone. "I'm Baron Samedi, and you just died." The figure chuckles and introduces himself in a nasally tone. "I'm Baron Samedi, and you just died." This is what Baron Samedi, the spirit or Loa, was depicted for in the Haitian Vodou practices. Loa primarily serve the Vodou god Bandai and act as their means of human intermediaries. Their entourage of spirits are just as crude as the Baron, but not as charming as their main function is just to carry the dead. He also rules over his family with their wife Maman Bridget, as well as being known to chase after mortal woman. The same person is also responsible for ensuring the veil between the living world and the dead is never disrupted, meaning they are the only person protecting us from a zombie uprising. Also known by the name Sambi or Pawan Samdi, they were what Vodou calls a Loa of Vodou. Baron Samedi being specifically a Loa of the death, justice, and protection. This is along with their other incarnations Baron Cimetière, Baron Lacroix, and Baron Criminel. Their main attributes are their tall top hat and black tailcoat with glasses that no longer carry their lenses. He is often depicted with cotton plugs in his nostrils akin to a corpse prepared for burial. There is many a time they are depicted as having a skull instead of a face. His offerings include cigars, black coffee, and spicy rum. These were used to hopefully sway the Baron in your favor for a cure to disease or wounds. That is, if he thinks you're worthwhile to save. If you do manage to convince them, Baron Samedi may heal you or refuse to dig your grave if you're cursed, effectively making you unable to die. Baron Samedi also, of course, has transgender cultural connections. He has often been depicted as a bisexual dandy and crossdresser, wearing their patented top hat and a frock coat along with a skirt and woman's shoes. They had a tendency towards actions that cross gender boundaries and depict them in a more neutral gender or even in a feminine depiction at times. His underling, Gede Nebo, is also associated with trans people as a saint for the young and sudden deaths. These individuals came to be known as the Ami Ami, meaning friend, and would serve certain Loa in their gender's dress. Trans women would wear the dresses and head wraps they better associated with, and trans men would theoretically wear more of the masculine clothing of the area and era, though there are no recorded trans-mask individuals during that time. The group known as Ami Ami later became known as KOURAJ to Protect Human Rights after earthquakes led to Christian mission inquisition tactics that prompted homophobia and transphobia. The missionaries used them as scapegoats for the earthquakes going on at the time. Despite this, they have lived on and continued to worship the spirits, especially the Baron. Baron Samedi is known to have a unique presence as he has been depicted holding many split parts of themselves. 3 different depictions or alter egos have popped up in Vodou culture. There is Baron Lacroix, who is depicted as a sophisticated spirit of death, holding a more cultured and clean appearance. This Baron philosophizes on death and mostly finds it absurd. He offers more of a reminder to his followers to delight in life and the good it has to offer before it's completed. Another depiction is Baron Cimetière. This version more centers around the Baron's gravedigger persona and acting as a greeter for the underworld. He protects the graves and is depicted as sharp and upper class as Baron Lacroix, but with a much fouler mouth. Then there is Baron Criminel, who is the Baron that spawns nightmares into the more depraved souls. This Baron is believed to have come from the first murderer ever condemned to death. They appear when a swift judgment is called on a person's death, similar to a gallows or beheading death. The Baron and other Loa have been known to possess people from time to time, and anyone possessed by Baron Criminel often become violent, crass, and dangerous to those around them. Despite that dark spirit, Baron Samedi doesn't spend much time in the human world. They usually stay in the spirit world despite creating quite a stir in ours. Those who do wish to call on them can offer his favorites as mentioned before, and have given them particular patronage. Baron Samedi is always depicted around coffins, black goats, black roosters, skeletons, and gravestones. He's known for his obscenities and playing debaucherous pranks on other spirits. The darkest blacks and purples are his colors. One dictator in Haiti even saw him as a model for personality and even believed he was the reincarnation of Baron Samedi, having collapsed into a coma in 1959 and began exhibiting traits of the Baron. Francois Duvalier called himself Papa Doc and modeled his entire cult off of the Baron. A secret society even took on the Baron's visage for their purposes due to the dictator. Any other person who was looking to connect with the dead had to do so with Baron Samedi's favor. It's also noted that the Baron has a soft spot for kids and wants them to live a full life before meeting him in the underworld. This shows, despite his dark humors, that they know the value of life and wants the people he transports to have a happy and full life. Due to Baron Samedi's popularity in Haitian Vodou, especially his darker side, media picked up on his attributes for certain characters. Disney used him and Francois Duvalier and other Loa for the inspiration of the Shadow Man, Dr. Facilier, in The Princess of the Frog. Even further back in media, they were portrayed in the 1973 Bond film Live and Let Die, where he was portrayed by Geoffrey Holder. These are the two most prominent figures in media, but there are definitely more out there, so if you know of a character that draws notes from Baron Samedi, let us know in the comments. When all is tallied up for the Baron, we have an old spirit and an absolute queen in mythological history. Baron Samedi is unique because they're not talked about a lot, with only 2 big mentions in recent media history and some sordid information on Haitian Vodou. It's no wonder more people don't know about him. However, they are still the underworld's gatekeeper, a crude and prideful spirit that absolutely slays, a spirit that is kinder to the children who have crossed the threshold too soon, and someone you can barter with to possibly keep your life, if he finds you worthy and useful. So what would you do if you came across the Baron? What would you do if you came across Criminel? You can also check out our other playlists on the channel for the 101, current events, review, studies, history, interviews, mythos, and more. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Stay proud, my trans siblings. Stick with us. See ya!